everybody, welcome back to Cottonwood Hill Farms. It is a windy one today. It's supposed to be in the 50s, which is going to be nice and sunny, but boy, it is windy, really windy, but it's that time of year, I guess. I got a little project in the shop I'm going to be working on today, but I'm walking around and had to top off a couple waters, and then I'm checking a couple dry cows that are supposed to be having a calf any day now. This one right here, Mel, she's her bag is getting huge, and she's starting to swell up a little bit. She was due, well, according to my records, and I could be off by a week, but she was due roughly a few days ago. So hopefully she'll be calving here soon. She's looking ready. And then this one right here, Josie, she is due next week, I think, or the end of next week, and so it should be boom boom boom. We're having 3 calves right in a row, which is good because we could use the production. We could definitely use the production. Now there's one more, Nola. She was supposed to calve like a week, I think week and a half ago, something like that. She's down here, she's with the fresh cows. I'm gonna walk down and check on her. Got the big boy talking to me over there. Well, no baby yet, but she is looking close. Hopefully it's today or tomorrow. Her bag is getting huge. She looks like she's about ready to pop. So her and Mel, their cycle, last heat cycle when they were with the bull, was a week apart, and so that's how I had them. But that doesn't really mean anything. Just by looking at both of them, they look like they're both along the same timeline, even though they should be a week apart. They look like they're probably going to calve right around the same time. So hopefully sooner than later. All right, so we're back in the shop. What I got going on today is I've got this drain out in the parlor in the dairy barn that I never got a grate made for it, and it's kind of dangerous. The cattle don't really walk over it at all. It's more for us when we're out there. But I need to get it finished, and it's not going to take that long. So what I got here is I got some stock, some square bar stock here that I bought quite a while ago, and the design is just a square. It's not quite perfectly squared. I think it's like 16 by 19 or something like that, but we're just gonna take that bar stock, make a square, and then we're gonna do, I think I've got it figured up so there's 1 inch spacing between the bars across it. So you guys will see what I mean as I make it. Well, as I was literally just getting started, ready to cut my first piece of steel, per the usual, I get a call from the wife and she needs help. I would have been disappointed if she hadn't have called me right when I started my project. Anyway, as I was walking to the house, I look out to the dry cow lot, and I noticed something, and I'm kind of glad she called me because it looks like we are about to have a calf. Which is surprising that she's going first before Nola, because she, like I said, was a week behind Nola. So anyway, that's kind of exciting. But she's got her tail up and she is kind of off by herself. So she's clearly getting ready to have her calf today. Alright, so I got all of my short pieces cut. There's 10 of those, and then I've got 2 longer pieces I got to cut for the ends. Well, I went inside to eat a bowl of pasta, and I come out and this is what we got. Ooh, this thing's got some pretty coloring on it. So she had a good job, Mel. Good job. Would you look at that? I had a feeling. Look at that. Good job, Nola. Well, this welding video quickly changed. So the other one that Mel had, that's a little bull calf. I haven't checked yet, but this looks like a little heifer. Just from what I can see, but that's awesome. Both within probably 10-15 minutes of each other. That's awesome. Let's see if I can check her without her killing me. What do we got here, huh? Huh, sweetheart? What do we got? Oh, little bull calf. Okay. So 2 little bull calves. Okay, so I got all these cut. I just took these out. I took two of the short ones, then the 2 end pieces out, and put them in the drain just to make sure the my lengths were correct and they were going to fit in there, and everything looked good. So we're going to go ahead and start welding this up. All right, so that's my frame. Someday I'll have a nice big welding table that I can fit anything on. Anyway, I wanted to get the frame made first. That way I knew it was square, and this table wasn't quite big enough to do it. So now I'm going to measure out and make marks where all my cross members are going to go here. Well, she ain't pretty, but she's coming together. So I was laying this out. I'm short 1. My math was off. I'm not sure how that wound up, but that's it's kind of annoying because I don't think I have any more of this 3/4, which means I'm going to have to snag some the next time I go into town. So that also means I'm not going to get this finished right now. So that's a bummer. All right, so it's a couple days later. Man, yesterday was kind of a whirlwind. We ended up losing one of those calves, and it's pretty much my fault. That cow, the 1 cow Mel, she's not a very good mother, and I should have made sure that calf sucked. I thought it did, and that's why I didn't worry about it, but it clearly did not, because you could tell yesterday it just went downhill real fast. Anyway, that's my fault, but we got her milked and she's doing fine. She's given quite a bit of milk, which is what I kind of expected out of her. But then the other little guy, he's doing just fine. I don't quite have him trained on the bottle yet. I've got to kind of, I don't want to say force it, but I've just kind of got to hold him there and help him nurse because he hasn't quite figured out the nipple yet. But I'm sure he will tonight or tomorrow. Usually, some of them, they get it right away, and some of them it takes them a couple days, at least in my experience. So anyway, he's doing fine. I just put him outside here in the barn pen, and of course the cows are freaking out because they see him. But I'm gonna leave him be. He's got some sun, he's got some water, and a little bit of hay. Not that he's gonna be eating that yet, but in case he's curious, he'll be just fine. Okay, so finally getting back to this. This is where we left off. The neighbor guy down the street, he's got a machine shop. He had a piece of stock for me, so I'm gonna finish welding these guys in. Then I gotta flip it over, weld the other side, and then we're gonna probably take the wire brush and clean it off and then spray it down, paint it. Okay, well, I ran out of gas in my welder, but I went ahead and finished anyway because I only had like 5 welds to do. And you can see it, when you don't have any gas, it kind of pits a little bit, but it still welds and still burns in. And on, you know, it'd be different if this was something like heavy structural stuff, but for what this is, I'm not real concerned with it. So anyway, I'm gonna hit it with the brush wheel quick, clean it up, get all the soot, black marks, everything off of it, and get it cleaned, and then I'm gonna spray it down. Well, I've got 2 coats on this, and it's not looking too bad. I got I think 1 more coat I'm gonna throw on it there, and then there's just a few little spots I want to make sure I get. But all in all, I think it turned out pretty good. I think it turned out just fine. My welding is definitely not the best I've ever done, but it's also not the worst I've ever done. Well, I think we're gonna end off the video there, guys. Thanks for coming along like always. We appreciate the support, all the likes, comments, shares, everything like that. If you know anybody else that might like this content, share it with them. We'd appreciate that. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos. We've got quite a few on the channel. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, all at Cottonwood Hill Farms. I hope you guys are enjoying this early spring, those of you that are getting it, and those of you that aren't. Spring is right around the corner. So anyway, hope you guys are doing well. You take care. We'll see you in the next one.